Carolina State Fire Marshal is calling for higher standards and better enforcement after WBTV's investigation into the deadly South Park construction fire in May.
Our special report found the state fire code and safety practices were not being followed at the construction site.
The State Fire Marshal says these issues can be found across North Carolina. He sat down with investigative reporter David Hodges to talk about what can be done to fix it.
We need strong building inspections, and we need the rules to be followed, and we need people to enforce the violations when the violations occur.
North Carolina Insurance Commissioner Mike Causey also serves as State Fire Marshal. He sat down with me to offer his thoughts on our special report, WBTV Investigates Fire and Failure, a behind-the-scenes look at the South Park construction fire that took the lives of two workers, DeMonte Sherrill and Reuben Holmes. Experts we interviewed for the investigation identified frequent code violations and safety failures.
There's a couple things at play. One, the delay in evacuating. Two, the lack of a comprehensive plan. And three, only one stairwell. So I don't think that any one factor caused to be trapped. I think it was a host of factors.
It's plainly obvious that there needs to be some additional oversight into the practice of some of these contractors. And it's not just this contractor.
But what they're telling us is that these issues are systemic throughout the construction industry. Is that concerning at all to hear from your position?
It is very concerning, and I'll give you an example.
We were just gonna stay at a hotel for a night.
In 2018, Commissioner Causey prohibited students from moving into new housing on the UNC Asheville campus. He says because of fire safety issues that weren't being addressed by the contractor.
The fire chief told me he would not send a firefighter into that dormitory in the case of a fire because there was a 21-inch opening. Firefighter couldn't even get through it in full gear. We actually reached a compromise to allow the students to move in with the fire department on site with a ladder truck and 4 firefighters while the issues were remediated and resolved. But you can't have a fire hazard that somebody can get killed just for the sake of making $1.
Can economic development and building safety coexist together?
Certainly. My background's in the construction business. If you don't have safety on the job and if you don't have safety in the building process, nothing else matters.
Causey's not slated to be North Carolina State Fire Marshal for much longer, though. A new law that was passed in the budget would remove that title from him and instead allow the state legislature to approve of the new State Fire Marshal. We're breaking all of that down coming up on Your Side tonight at 7 on WBTV. Reporting in the studio, David Hodges, WBTV On Your Side.
David, thank you.